Welcome to Dateline Polk with news about your county government. I'm your host, Tiffany Foltz. Today you'll learn about County Commission's actions from the February 6th board meeting. A contract with Winter Haven Hospital for a graduate medical education program was approved by the board Tuesday. The contract, which is for $3.75 million over a 3-year period from the Indigent Healthcare Fund, is aimed at improving access to primary care physicians for medically indigent and underserved residents. The program is a residency program that will specialize in family medicine. Once it is fully active, it will house 18 residents a year who will provide medical services at clinic and partner sites throughout the county. An agreement with the Southwest Florida Water Management District for the County Road 547 Reclaimed Water Transmission Project was approved by the board Tuesday. The nearly $900,000 project will design, permit, and construct 6,900 feet of 10-inch to 16-inch reclaimed water transmission infrastructure that will serve the residents in the Williams Preserve, Greenfield Village, and Reserve Point developments. However, the district will reimburse the county $434,750 for the project once completed. The 2018 federal appropriations requests also were approved by the board for 3 projects, which include CPR machines in every Polk County Fire Rescue Frontline Ambulance, Central Polk Parkway Segment 1, and widening of US 98 in Polk and Pasco counties. Paul Womble was approved as the county's new Emergency Management Director, replacing longtime Director Pete McNally, who recently retired. Womble has served for the last 12 years as a program manager for the county's Emergency Management Division.
So becoming the Emergency Management Director in Polk County, that's been a career goal for a long time. It's an honor, following in some big footsteps of the previous director, Pete McNally, and then before him, David Cash. So I'll really be the third in what we call monitored emergency management, post-civil defense era here in the county. So that's a big honor, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
In other news, the board approved Economic Development Impact Fee Mitigation Agreement with Nucor Incorporated, which will include nearly $200,000 in economic incentives. The company is considering opening a new 256,000 square foot facility in Frostproof. If the company chooses to open here, it will create 250 new full-time jobs with an average salary of about $59,000. John Hanson and Shannon Dwyer were both reappointed by the board to serve as members of the Sidewalk Advisory Committee for a 3-year term, which will end February 2021. The board proclaimed February 18th through the 24th, 2018 as Engineers Week. Eddie Javed, representing City of Haines City, accepted the proclamation.
I'm actually a past president for the state chapter of American Society of Civil Engineers, and we've been doing similar proclamations throughout the state. I've been here in Polk County for the last 3 years and haven't seen anything like this. So what we wanted to bring this to the local Polk County area, and that's the reason for asking and requesting the county to do this proclamation today. Okay. And what it does is basically recognize the efforts that engineers do to build the local communities. Sometimes the work the engineers and the professionals do gets unrecognized by a lot of different communities and a lot of residents. So this is our opportunity to show and bring to the front what the engineers do for the local communities. Like we build infrastructure, we build different buildings, so we're an integral part of the community. So this is just our opportunity to showcase that.
Lauren Brooks, representing ACOM, provided an overview of proposed hydrostatic testing on existing gas lines. In public hearings, during the afternoon session, the board held several public hearings on a variety of items. Those items up for consideration included: an ordinance was approved by the board that grants an ad valorem tax exemption to Nucor Incorporated and creates a performance agreement for the company. If Polk is selected for the new site, the company plans to make $227.5 million capital investment in its new facility. The board's decision means the company will not pay ad valorem taxes on its property for 10 years. A resolution allowing installation of 2 speed bumps along Cliffside Drive near Lakeland was continued Tuesday to April 3rd while the county officials worked with residents to gather more information. The board approved an ordinance to amend the development code to allow for a car wash, full service, and self-service as a C2 review within the US 98 Selected Area Plan. This would take place within Employment Center and Future Land Use District. The request also amends text to allow a change of the impervious surface ratio within the Employment Center and Future Land Use District. A large-scale comprehensive plan amendment that would change the future land use designation on about 10 acres from professional institutional residential low in the Ridge Special Protection Area of the Green Swamp Area of Critical State Concern and North Ridge Selected Area Plan was approved for transmittal Tuesday. The board held a hearing and voted to transmit a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment that will change the future land use designation on about 60 acres from Employment Center to residential low in the North Ridge Selected Area Plan. The board also voted to transmit a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment that will change the future land use designation on about 10 acres from Convenient Center to residential medium in the Ridgewood Lakes development of the Regional Impact and North Ridge Selected Area Plan. Another vote to transmit a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use designation on about 5 acres from Regional Activity Center to Business Park Center in the North Ridge Selected Area Plan was approved Tuesday. In a 3-2 vote, the board voted to deny transmittal of a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment that proposed to change the future land use designation on about 40 acres from residential suburban to residential low in the Polk City Special Protection Area of the Green Swamp Area of Critical State Concern. In each of the approved transmittal cases, a second and a final hearing will be scheduled in the future. Well, that wraps up this edition of Dateline Polk. To keep current with the programs in progress in the county, visit us on polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to join us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday, February 20th. I am Tiffany Fultz, and thank you for watching.